Hello everybody, welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy, and you are watching a new series that I'm doing called How I Met Her. Her is my boo, my wife, and there's a number of stories that like challenges and all sorts of drama, and like I have to share it. So I definitely wanted a venue to share all of these, everything that me and my wife, ultimately, everything that we went through. Because a lot of it's fun, some of it's serious, and I think that it can be inspirational, to you. Because I don't believe in the friend zone. I'll make a video about that one, but I want to continue the last story involved in a mini series where I talk about things involving height. So, the first one was an episode of The Slingshot, and if I get 50 views on that, video, by the end of March, I'm going to post the video, because it's highly embarrassing. It's on my part, it's definitely embarrassing. But you guys, I want you guys to like it and share it, and comments, and because this is life stuff that we deal with. So I'm trying to drive here carefully. Sorry if my wheel, if my steering wheel gets in the way of the camera. That is not intentional by any means. But so the first episode was about the Slingshot. The second was about the sky coaster. The sky coaster was pretty bad, and it was bad because of the suspense. The third thing that was pretty bad was the Tower of Terror. Maybe you have been on it. I think Disney California. Isn't that Walt Disney World or Disneyland? I'm not quite sure. But anyways, they what am I saying? So the girl that I was interested in, she had passes she used to work, she was a Disney employee, a cast member. Well, that's how they want to be called. She was a cast member, and so I got in her good graces enough. I think we were friends. We became friends, and she invited me along with a number of now mutual friends to go to Disney. She had passes to let people in different parks and stuff. So that was really cool. So we go, and we're they go on these we're walking around and absorbing all of the Disney. We were just like spirit bombing Disney and just getting it all. Look at the mouse. And somebody says that they want to go in the Tower of Terror. I don't like rides like that. I'm very afraid of heights, and I don't like roller coasters. I will do a virtual Spider-Man ride. I won't do a Hulk. I will never do a Hulk, but I would do something like the Mummy or something. This girl got me doing roller coasters, like the Aerosmith one in Hollywood Studios. I think it's Rock and Roller Coaster, something like that. So we go in. I'm freaking out because I'm hearing the screams. I'm trying to actually diagnose why people are screaming and when they're screaming, what is causing their screams. So I'm noticing that there's a door that opens up at the top, and then it opens in the middle or something, and that people that's I'm like, okay, so that's the highest part. All right, so I'm trying to prepare myself. It's really stupid. What happens is that we're in the lines, and then we get placed in the elevator. The elevator, it isn't an elevator uniformly. It's more like a little, a number of seats, like a cabin with a number of seats. that will go down on a track and then is lifted up by cables that rise and fall. So we're on this track, and I'm getting nervous because I'm like, I'm looking at the store. I'm like, when is it gonna fall? Because we didn't walk that high up. So we actually get to the end. You know, their gears are sounding, and she's sitting right next to me. She sits right next to me because I think that's how we were situated. So she sits right next to me, and we start, you know, slowly going up. And then I think there was elevator sounds that you hear and stuff. After, like I don't know what happened, but we got to the top. The gates opened, and then free fall, like, and it was like rising, falling, up, down. I'm sitting there like going up in my seatbelt. It's crazy. And she's sitting there right next to me. Everyone's like not cheering, but like kind of screaming and stuff. It was, you know, hindsight, you know, it's 2020. It wasn't obscenely bad. It was pretty fun, but very scary, especially if you're not one who can stomach that. So, you know, the shutter doors open on a couple of the rise and falls, and yeah, and then it's all done. Well, what I didn't tell you is that when the first fall happened, I was wearing a pair of shorts, and my shorts like rode up a little bit and they got past my knees. I think I was wearing like cargo shorts. I'm a huge cargo short supporter. I love cargo shorts. Because like when the doors opened and we first fell, she instinctively put her hand on my knee. Wow. Bah! She put her hand on my knee and didn't let go till like the fourth, the fourth or the third like rise and fall. She didn't let go. I didn't say anything. I kept that in my heart. I kept that in my heart, in my head, and on my face. It was like, yeah, she wants the knee. She wants the knee. Because she put her hand there instinctively. And I was like, why else would she do that? And then, you know, your thoughts run through your head. And here's where the advice part of this stuff comes in. Some things might happen viscerally. You might have a girl who will, you know, like josh, like play around, and like she might push you, or like if you're on a road trip with friends and she sleeps on your shoulder, or she wants you to walk her to class or something. There are tons of different scenarios, and I would suggest, whether you're a guy or a girl, that you pay attention to the subtleties. You pay attention to them, not because you got to be a little. Love is very crazy, and emotions are much more unorganized than love. Let me repeat that. Love is crazy, but emotions are much more unorganized, because emotions will have you do the craziest thing. Emotions will. And there is no concrete, there's nothing to solidify how the emotions. I mean, whether they're true or they're sporadic. See, that's a problem. Because, I mean, sometimes that's where people give off the false signals. And you can't let yourself be led by your emotions. You can't. So what my suggestion is that, because love is crazy, but emotions are wild. My suggestion to you is that whenever, all right, you got a girl or there's a guy you're crushing on, right? There's a girl or a guy that you're crushing on. This is what you do. You take it easy. You be easy. You don't over exaggerate. You don't go crazy. Don't. Just be chill. Like, think about everything that's going on. think about what just happened, rationalize it, put it in cubbies in your heart and in your mind, and organize them properly. Because if you think that, I don't know, if you think that just because a girl lets you walk her to class that she's in love with you, you're mistaken. That is a sign. Yeah. Whoa. That is a sign. It's a sign that it could happen, but it isn't necessarily a sign that it will happen. There's a verse in the Bible, and even if you're not a Christian, I think you can agree. The verse in the Bible says, above all else, guard thy heart, for out of it come the matters of life. And that's found, I think, in the book of Proverbs. The verse, let me repeat it. It says, guard thy heart, above all else, guard thy heart, for out of it come the matters of life. I just parked now. You gotta guard your heart. You gotta protect yourself. Don't be led on by your emotions. You love a girl, you love a guy. Well, love, everybody loves to quote the book of Corinthians. I hear it in carnal movies. I hear it in carnal movies all the time, where they say, I think it's 1 Corinthians 13, love is patient, love is kind, love is this, love is that. It's a verse in the Bible, and it's talking more than just that. That isn't just a date. That isn't just something you put on a freaking Valentine's Day card. When you're talking about love, there's something more deep than this. This is what me and my wife have decided, that we were going to be together forever, that we were going to work at a relationship that, through thick and thin, till death do us part. That, we made this vow before God. So there is more to love than this. This entails a lot of love. This symbolizes responsibility. So that doesn't sound too fun, does it? When you think of love, you're probably thinking of dates and movies and all sorts of stuff like that. Listen, you got to be responsible, and you should watch out for yourself. So when this girl touched my knee, I took an arrow to the knee and I said, tee-hee. Jake in the mirror. No. When she put her hand on my knee, I just held it in my heart. And I was like, where did that come from? And there's only two places it could have. Either it was visceral and she wanted to do it, or it was instinctual. Well, okay. Either it was instinctual to her feelings, or it was visceral to the fact that she was free falling a couple flights. So check yourself, protect yourself. Yeah, that's it. So that's my advice as far as love goes. Just take care of yourself. Guard your heart. And yeah, that's it. So you guys can catch me on my podcast, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and Blubrry. You can watch me on YouTube, because the things are different. Some things I do on the podcast that I don't necessarily do on YouTube. But I'm discovering that there's a way I can dual wield both video and audio. That's really fun. Very challenging, but very fun. So you guys, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let me know what you think, if these words are wise, or if they're from someone who is a freckle-faced redhead. So, you guys, my name is Gazy, and I'm the host of the Outlet Podcast, Connect and Recharge.